Hello, good morning, class. Myself, Brijraj Singh. Today, I am here to discuss a passive element, important topic. Passive element basically are example of passive element: resistance, inductance, and capacitance. And capacitance. So, today I will discuss the properties of these passive element. First, we discuss about inductance. Inductance. First property of inductance is it is energy storing element. It is energy storing element. It store energy in the form of magnetic field. It store energy in the form of magnetic field. Second important property is that it will not allow sudden change of current during inductance connection. We cannot change suddenly the current, so it will not allow sudden change of current. Sudden change of currents. Let's we consider a circuit. Voltage across inductance is L di upon dt. This is the basic voltage equation when inductance is connected in the circuit. Means it will not allow sudden change of current. How we can understand this statement? Sudden change means sudden dt time is very less, means 0. So put the value of dt L0. So VL is equal to L di upon dt is equal to जाएगा 0. Then we can obtain the output voltage during voltage connection. VL is equal to infinite. This infinite voltage is impractical. This is impractical. This is impractical. This is impractical. We cannot sudden change voltage and current when inductance and capacitance connected in the circuit. We cannot change suddenly current by an ammeter. And next important property of inductance is that the phasor diagram between voltage and current current always lags behind the voltage. 90 degree by voltage. By voltage means phasor diagram. This one, this is the voltage and currents lags 90 degree by voltage. Its unit. Next property, it stored energy in magnetic form. In magnetic form. The energy equation of inductance is given by E equal to half Li square. This is the basic property of inductance when connected in the circuit. Next we study about capacitance of passive element. The basic property of the capacitance is capacitance the basic property of capacitance is that it also stored energy in electric field. Capacitance always stored energy in electric field, where inductance stored energy in magnetic field. So first property is that it stored energy in magnet electric form. The energy equation is equal to half CV square. Third important property of capacitance is it will not allow sudden change of voltage. During capacitance connection, we cannot change sudden voltage by voltmeter. Otherwise, circuit will blast because high current produce. How high current produce? We can see here. It will not sudden. It will not allow sudden change of voltage. If we change sudden voltage, then what happened? We can see here current across capacitance is equal to C dVc upon dt, where IC is the current across capacitance and Vc is equal to voltage across capacitance. Sudden change means dt is equal to, sudden means time is less. Sudden means time dt is equal to 0. If we put here the value of dt, IC is equal to C dVc upon, here dt is equal to 0. So IC is equal to infinite. This is also impractical. This is also impractical. Because high initial current gains in the circuit, so circuit may be blast or burn immediately. So this is the basic third property of the capacitance. Next property of the capacitance is the phasor diagram between voltage and current. During capacitance, current always leads 90 degree voltage by voltage. So this is the phasor diagram, means current always leads 90 degree by voltage. Currents always leads 90 degree by voltage. This is the basic properties of the capacitance. Other property of capacitance is that it stored energy in magnetic, in electrical field. Last one is the resistance. The basic property of resistance, all of you know, it opposes the flow of current. Next property, the phasor diagram between voltage and current is in same phase. So during resistance connection, the phasor diagram between voltage and current are in same phase, means voltage and current are in same phase during resistance connection, which oppose the flow of current. How it oppose the current, we can see here. Let's take an example. We can take an atoms, just like any atoms built up in different various molecules. We give the supply, so all the molecules present there gets heated. So they makes a path like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. They makes a path, a constant path provided by these molecules. Like some particles moves here, some particles moves here, some particle moves here, some particles moves here, some moves here. So current flow easily, initially current flow easily. Due to these direction, these oppose the flow of the current. If we transfer these symbol in the other side like this is the symbol of resistance. This is the symbol of resistance. So today I have discussed about passive element, inductance, capacitance and resistance. The basic property of these passive elements I have discussed. Next topic I will discuss later. Thank you.